Hello friends, welcome to my channel The Beginning, and today I have brought this video for those people who have very low end PC having dual core 2 duo or core 2 card processors but still want to play the games, high end graphics games like PUBG Mobile and Free Fire in their laptop via Phoenix OS. So guys, watch the video till the end to get all the benefit from my video, and here as a proof I am showing you the specifications of my laptop. And obviously I have a very much older CPU. It is Intel Pentium dual core having 2 GHz, and I have a RAM 12 GB. RAM only doesn't do anything guys, you have to have strong processors and modern processor like i3, i5, i7 to play those games seamlessly. But guys, thank me later if you find my video useful, that if you use the two applications Speed and GLTools and configure them correctly. Yes guys, if you configure them correctly, only then you can take full benefit of the applications, and then you can run your Phoenix OS smoothly without any lag, and even you can play the games I have told you without much lag in your system, in your Android PC. So here it begins. Let's boot into the Phoenix OS guys. So guys, as we have dived into Phoenix OS, let's know about how to install Speed and then after GLTools for the best performance of your Android PC or any version of Phoenix OS. These two files I'm installing, okay, so that these two will work on most of the Phoenix OS that you are running in your system. Now let's begin with the guide. Okay, so guys, here in this folder I have kept the installation files. So we have two files here, Speed and GLTools. So let's begin with the Speed. Now let's do right click and then open. Our Speed will be installed in a while. So finally, the latest version of Speed has been installed in our system already. So let's open it guys. After opening, there will be a small prompt of super user request. So let's select the option forever and leaving all others. So forever, and then let's grant the super user request. Then after, our rooted Speed will be opened here guys. Now there will be some of the initial steps, so let's go for them. Now as you can see here, example tweaks. So it is disabled by default. Let's convert into performance. So after selecting performance, let's go for another example and there also select performance, and please enable the more example option here. So after enabling more example, let's go for the next what is there. So here is a profile tab. Here also it will be disabled by default. Let's select performance, and then it will execute some scripts for performance of your system. Then after theme, this theme you can leave as dark, or you can choose AMOLED also, you can choose light also. Alright, so let it be light. Now finally our Speed initial settings have been saved. Now let's go for these main settings that is inside the Speed. So here in main tweaks tab we can see boost scheduler disabled. You can choose this 30 minutes or 60 minutes. It helps to boost your RAM actually. Boost scheduler means your RAM will be boosted within every 30 minutes or 60 minutes or within this time interval what you will be choosing. So I choose disabled, okay, because I have 12 GB RAM, so it can handle all the things that is going on. And here we have other settings also in Speed, so that it will not be required. Or you may either choose 30 minutes or 60 minutes also if your system performance is quite low. Okay, now disable debugging. It helps to disable the unnecessary debugging, like different log files will be generated when there are app crashing or something like that. Any special events happen in your system, then there will be logging files creation. So that will be disabled by this option, so let it be enabled. Kernel panic, leave it as it is. Now Windows animation skills. So most of the videos I have seen in YouTube, that they are telling you to disable and set it to 0, all these three things like Windows animation, transition, animator skills, these all they tell you to disable. But friends, I personally suggest to you to enable it, because some of the apps and even your games, if you are playing high end games, then they require few of the animation tasks. Okay, there are different kinds of steps, projects, and different kinds of items are there, elements are there which needs animation. So that's why you set it to the minimum. So it's like either 0.25 or 0.5x animation. So I'm leaving all these three windows, transition and animator skills, to 0.5x. Now after this, let's go for the next setting, that is battery. Here you just enable battery improvement. Battery improvement, if it is enabled already, then leave these settings. All these other dose optimization, aggressive doses, they don't need to be enabled. After this, let's go for CPU tuner. And after going to CPU tuner, this is the main thing also you can say of L speed, CPU tuner. And then we find another setting, that is RAM manager. These two things are really very important in L speed. Here in governor tuner, if it is disabled or either it is in battery or balance mode, then please change it to performance. This governor means current CPU governor will be changed into performance, so that your system works for optimized or optimum performance. So execution interval, let it be 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes your governor will be monitoring the CPU to give you best performance. That's why let it be 3 minutes. And then CPU optimizer helps to optimize your CPU to consume less RAM and less battery. So this one also select performance, and then after go to another tab, that is LNet optimizer. This is also required for your network or for what kind of data connection you have done in your system. So net buffer, if you have default or small, then change it into big, so that whatever data connection you are taking, like Wi-Fi or mobile data, whatever, this net buffer helps to buffer big files, means big data packets in your system already, so that your applications or your games will utilize as much as data packets that it is receiving from your data connection. So let it be big. And then DNS optimization, we don't need it, because our telecom or internet service provider already optimizes the connection. So after that, RIL tweaks, this is very important for mobile data users, because RIL tweaks helps to increase the data packets or helps to improve the stable data connection in your mobile data. Like you are using SIM cards, and then you are playing games from mobile data, then it must be enabled. So I will also enable it. And then after net TCP and net speed, both of these helps for Wi-Fi connection and then overall internet speed. So whenever you are enabling these two features, then these two really helps in the speed of upload as well as download. So guys, please enable these three options in LNet tweaks or LNet optimizer tab of your L speed, so that it will help to increase the internet speed. Now below, these are different kinds of settings, so we don't need these Wi-Fi tweaks. After enabling these three, now let's go to RAM manager. IO tweaks, we don't need it, because I will go for FStream, and then I will tell you why we don't need IO tweaks. Now let's go to RAM manager, and what settings are there, let's see. So I have here 11.8 GB, that means around 12 GB RAM, and then 827, the system is using this much RAM only. And then I have almost 11 GB, 11.03 GB RAM. So here in RAM manager options, there is the first setting, RAM manager. So here you please enable it for gaming, if you are playing games, and if you are playing other online games like that, games which require internet connection, then obviously you must be choosing the gaming option. Or if you are using other different kinds of applications like LibreOffice or Open Offices or Office programs in your Android PC, then you need to change it into multitasking. That helps you a lot in running multiple programs at the same time. But if you are using Android PC for gaming, then you please choose it to gaming. Then after low RAM flag, please enable it, because low RAM flag helps the system in a manner that your RAM, whenever there are different kinds of flag events in your RAM, then low RAM flag request your system to use low or use minimal RAM, so that your apps and games will run very faster in your system. So that enable it, disable multitasking limitation, this is also helpful. And then OOM killer, you may enable or disable it. This OOM killer refers to the out of memory killer, so this one also helps in just like low RAM flag. So these three, if you are enabling, then that is better for your system performance. And virtual memory, guys, if you know the Windows operating system virtual memory page file, it is just like that. Some of the space of your hard disk or your SSD drive is taken, and then that is converted into virtual memory. So whenever my Android PC does like that, or whenever your Phoenix OS does like that, then it will do for performance. So please select it, select here performance, and then swappiness tendency, file swapping tendency, let it be 1%, because otherwise if you choose more percentage like 25, 50 or 100%, then the system will get confused that whether data packets should be sent to the virtual memory first and then RAM and then CPU. So if you do 1%, then only most of the files will be stored in your RAM while processing an application or playing game. And then after the, if the processes files are bigger in your RAM, then only it will use the virtual memory, and then that will be transferred into the CPU for handling that processes. So let it be 1%. And heap optimization, this simply refers to the speed optimization, so please enable it. Now let's go to FStream. So FStream has one option, that is FStream now, and then FStream scheduler, please disable it and do it manually once in a month. If you do FStream now, if you click this FStream now once in a month by opening this LSpeed application, then what does it do is your system read write speeds, that is declared by the hard disk speed also. So when the hard disk speed is need to be changed, or that is need to be repaired, then you can click on FStream now. So after clicking this FStream now, LSpeed automatically improves the read write speed of your hard disk. But since I'm telling you, please do it once in a month only, then please don't do like daily opening LSpeed and then doing FStream now. Okay, so guys, only this much settings are here, and I think I have not done this cleaner setting. So let's go here and clean in app cache. So here we need to press here, so it will search for the app cache, and then found 28 MB of app cache. Let me clean it here. So app cache cleaned, and then junk files also. So guys, but these settings you please apply once in a week. So I had told you FStream now you do in once in a month, that is the best schedule. And then this app cache, junk files, and wipe cache partition. So these three only, not wipe Dalvik cache but wipe cache partition. These three settings you can apply once in a week manually by your own. So these were the settings, and then now one last thing is left, that is go to settings, and then let's take a look at here. Here you just look for apply on boot. So this must be enabled. So every time you reboot or you boot into the Phoenix OS, then you must be sure that LSpeed settings will be applied during the boot. So finally, after enabling it, let's close it and then let's go for settings and then auto run, and then after finally from here you please give the access for LSP to auto run during booting. So let's allow it. Finally we have done with this. Now let's go to the installation of GLTools. So finally guys, here we have GLTools. Also this GLTools, what is GLTools? Let's know about it first. GLTools is a simple application of Android, either smartphones or for Android PC. This helps to utilize, either you have GPU, that is external GPU or embedded GPU inside your system, or if you do not have GPU even, at that time GLTools, what does it do is it creates a virtual GPU in your system. Yes guys, if you do not have external GPU like Nvidia, GeForce, people they are telling that I have this much memory GPU, so when you use GLTools, then your system automatically will generate a virtual graphical processing unit in your Android PC or smartphones. So mostly this is very much required for Phoenix OS, because some of the people they do not have external GPU or internal GPU also. That's why let's install it, and what settings we get and how to configure them, let's know about them. So finally guys, GLTools is blocked by Play Protect of Google, so don't worry about this. This is just a warning. Let's click on install anyway. So now let's open this GLTool, and then guys, so here we can see many applications that is installed in your system. The GLTool is listing all them up here. So here if you are using GLTools for gaming like PUBG or Free Fire or Call of Duty Mobile, then please select a game. So let me select PUBG Mobile from here, and then after here we have the first setting in general, different tabs you can get here. First of all, go to general and then click on enable custom settings for this app. After clicking, what does it do is whatever settings you are applying for graphical process from this application, that is GLTools, that will be accepted by the PUBG main application, the game application. That's why enable this, and thereafter at last of this you can see optimize GLSL shaders. Please enable it, and then after allow frame buffer MSAA also. This helps in anti-aliasing. So anti-aliasing is improved by enabling this. So these three you can tick them up for enabling, and then go to texture. So we have these settings. So let's not alter these settings, and GPU name emulation. This is the very important step while using GLTools. Now for our game, we may use the fake GPU info and fake CPU info also. If you do not have GPU, then also it will generate here a fake GPU for your game, so that whenever you run the game from your side, from your system, then what happens is the game will think that this GPU what you are using here, what you are using the template of any GPU, that GPU is assumed to be installed, that GPU is present in your system, the application what you are running, things like that. So finally click on user template, and then we have various settings here. So first of all, here I suggest you to select CPU, either 4 CPUs or 8 CPUs, means octa core, 4 means quad core. So let it be octa core, and again click on use template, then after click on either 4GB or 8GB. After clicking, so let me select 4GB here, and then after click once again the final step in user template, So here you can use GPU Mali G72. So you can choose Mali G72, or if your system is very much low end like dual core or core to duo processor, then you can choose GPU CPU Tegra 4 Shield. Here please select this option. This is very important. So it's not like you are choosing Mali G72 and then your performance will be raised at once. It's not like Mali is more advanced GPU. You can select this Mali GPU for SDR streaming of your game, or playing with SD settings, then Mali GPU is better. But for performance and for low end PC, I suggest to choose Tegra 4 Shield. So let's go here and choose Tegra 4 Shield, and then here we will have fake GL vendor already chosen, NVIDIA Corporation, GL renderer NVIDIA Tegra, and GL version. This is very important, leave it as it is, but here fake GL underscore version, you have to choose it, and you have to edit is as ES 2.0 into ES 3.0 either, or ES 3.1 also you can do. So let it be 3.0 because most of the high-end graphics games will accept OpenGL version 3.0. Below 3.0 they will not run, like you'll see black screen while running applications. So to prevent those kind of errors while running games or applications, you need to convert this into ES 3.0. So let's click on OK, and FPS counter means frame rate, how much frame rate you can see on any game or any application. Then enable it on screen, do on screen, then top right, that means here on the top right, top left means here, bottom left here, or bottom right here. So your frame rate per second will be seen by enabling this FPS counter. So if you want really to see how much frame rate your application is giving to you, so you may enable it. So main settings we have already set up here in GLTools. Now let's go back, and now finally after installing these two applications, your system is ready for giving you maximum performance, whether you have low end PC or high end PC. Okay, so now the final step is to restart your system. Whenever you restart, then you are good to go with your newly updated system that will give you maximum performance. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please do comment below if you face any kind of problem, and all the files will be available in the link I will give you in the description of the video. So please guys, if you are new to my channel, then like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.